What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Yeah, we back to the old school method tonight. So I'm here to talk to you about the season finale of How to Get Away with Murder. Y'all, it's late at night. I know I'm late doing the video. As you know, my life is a whirlwind these days, okay? So my hair is sticking up because it's been in the bun all day. So, you know, don't judge me, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So this episode, we find out that Bonnie is not dead. She's alive. I said she's alive. At the beginning of the episode, Annalise is going to meet Nate in the parking lot, and at the same time, the coroner is going over the body. You know, they're trying to give you a little suspense tease, making you think that it could be Bonnie, but I knew it wasn't no damn Bonnie. Bonnie is alive. They are not going to kill Bonnie like this. And so they go through it, and, you know, at the same time, Frank is going to Laurel's house trying to find Laurel, because remember, she was missing on the last episode, too. So he finally gets there. He don't find her. He searched for her iPhone. She's not there. We see Asher in the corner crying somewhere and kind of saying, why is this always happening to us? Then Laurel shows up, so Laurel is alive. Annalise makes it to Nate, and they're talking about Denver and everything. They're worried about who it could be, and then Bonnie shows up, so she's alive. Everybody's damn alive. It's all good, okay? They find out, you know, as we going over the body, they're finding out what's going on. You know, they feel like that Denver got their phones tapped or whatever. We find out at the end of that scene that Denver is the one that's dead. Child, I didn't know they was going to take Denver out, child, but we glad because I'm tired of his ass. He wasn't really serving no purpose anyway, but working for Jorge and caving every time somebody came in there with some evidence. So I guess they figured he was the loose cannon and they got rid of him. So he's dead. Dead to the corner table, child. Denver, he out of there. It's a wrap. Michaela and Asher are still going at it. He calls her an evil social climbing bitch or something like that. She said, don't call me a bitch, but you know, she said it for him. So he's still pissed about this, and he gonna wear her ass out this whole episode. He said she just needs to admit who she is and stop trying to pretend that she's not an evil person. But he was in the corner crying at the beginning of the episode, baby. So clearly you still in love with Michaela. So, you know, eventually they'll get back together, or they won't. I low-key don't want them to get back together because I think Asher deserve better, and Michaela get on my damn nerves. Y'all all know that. So, the dude, wasn't that dude on, y'all tell me in the comments, was that dude on Dexter? Didn't he play like the, you know, like the, not the coroner, but you know, the lab guy on Dexter? Is that the same guy or is that a different guy? But it looked like the same guy to me. We're going to call him Dexter. So Dexter is making like an honor for Denver, saying, you know, he ran the office so great, blah, 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 and make sure that they cooperate with the FBI. Okay. Anna gathers the children. But everybody all upset about this whole situation. Oliver said they need to run and hide because if he killed Denver, he will kill them too. Oliver also says that Simon is texting him asking to see Annalise because he want to know about this whistleblower deal. Annalise says nobody else is dying. Okay, we're all here. All we have is each other, and as messed up as it is, we all have to protect each other. So right now, it is what it is. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna protect each other. Laurel gets a call from her dad. Her dad is at the hospital looking at the baby. He's saying that, hey, I tried to call your mama, but she ain't answering the phone, and they said you was the last person with her. And she said, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know what happened to my mama. I wasn't around the bed. And he said, look, the baby, you not got the baby. And she like, don't use the baby as leverage. I don't know what happened to my mama. I don't know what she probably fell asleep on the plane drunk somewhere. And you can tell her ass is lying. Now, when she gets off the phone, she admits to Annalise and Frank that she might have told her mama to go kill herself. She ain't mean that, but she told her mama to go kill herself. She says that her dad wants them to doubt her, and it's working. Jorge wants y'all to doubt me and not believe what I'm saying, and now it's working on you. You feeling some type of way. Frank said he gonna go off and he gonna try to find mama and see if Laurel telling the truth or not. Michaela and Oliver go to visit Simon in the hospital. Simon say he want to talk to Annalise. He won't get this paperwork, or guess what? He gonna spill the tea. And Michaela say, look, that might not be the best idea. And Michaela was looking like she was finna smother Simon's ass with a pillow, okay? Send him right on back to the shop. So Dexter goes to Bonnie and says, hey, you know, why does the FBI want to talk to Laurel? Because they do want to talk to Laurel. She says, well, no, she was the last person that was with him before he got killed. And, you know, he makes a joke about hormonal pregnant women, a bad joke. And he apologizes for the joke. And then he says they need to bury the hatchet. He needs people like her to help him run the office and keep everything going smooth. And so they buried a little hatchet. I was like, all right, okay, I guess. I don't know if I trust him though. You know, we're gonna have to wait on the verdict is still out because you can't trust none of these hoes on these shows, okay? So Nate is looking through some old cases trying to catch up on Denver, and he finds this old case that was supposed to be closed years ago, and he goes down to the file, you know, place, and he tells the man he worked on the case a long time ago. He was checking out some stuff, you know, enemies against Denver that he may have had or not. So he gets into the evidence locker, and lo and behold, what do he find? All the files that Denver had on all of them. So Laurel and Annalise go to talk to the FBI, and when she's asking him, you know, what was you talking to Denver about before he died? You was the last person that was seen with him. And she said, well, he called me in there to talk about my dad and asked me questions about my father, and I didn't even know they knew each other. She played that card real good, okay, to play it off, to basically get them to investigate her father and, you know, kind of throw him off the path a little bit. She mentions the custody hearing, so that kind of puts them on the dash trail. Now they go back to the house and they talk about what's happened with that whole situation. Annalise is like, calm the hell down. Now this is going to put the FBI on the path towards going to Antares, and they're going to leave us alone. So at this time, Nate shows up at the apartment, and boom, he found the files. He let everybody know. And then they're like, what about the hard drive? Did you find the hard drive? And so they was all having a heart attack, but boom, my man, Nate, had the hard drive. So they didn't show us that part at the beginning, but later on they let us know. Child, this hair right here is just taking me out. They let us know that he had the hard drive. So now we got all the evidence we need to help Simon to get our own ass out of trouble. And we all good from this point. So while Oliver is looking for the information on the files from Antares, Annalise and Connor step outside, and he says, you know, basically the whole reason we started to do this class action suit was because we wanted to help people, and we're not going to be able to retry these people's cases if we win, if we're locked up in jail. She said, we ain't going to get locked up. Worry about your damn self. I got this. I know how to do my job. I got that case all the way to the Supreme Court. I shouted you out because I wanted you to get your ass back in law school because I know what happened. He said, what you mean you know what happened? She said, because I know everything, baby. I know what happened to you, baby, while you not up in school. Okay? Do the right thing. So Michaela and Oliver are in the hospital once again, and she's texting Oliver trying to figure out if he found any information, and he says, no, he hasn't found no information. Well, he don't text her back, and Simon is like, what's up? Why you looking like that? And she like, well, Asher broke up with me. And he like, girl, you tripping. Now, if you had said you broke up with him, that would have been one thing. He ain't break up with you, girl. And she like, yeah, he did. He really did. And, you know, he actually did. But he said, you stalling. You don't have the information. Tell Annalise to bring her ass down here right now. If she don't have the damn information that I need to have to turn this whistleblower shit in, I'm telling on all y'all ass. And that's when Michaela said, you know what? That's a bad idea. Might not want to do that, brother. Oh, no. That's a bad move, bro. Don't do it. So Oliver is still working on trying to find the files. And Annalise is like, listen, are you going to be able to find anything? And he's like, well, you know, when they found Enron's files, they had to create a task force. And it still took years before they found any information. And she's like, okay, everybody is to change the plan. Laurel like, no. She like, listen, we need to ask for help. So she go on down to Tegan's office. So Annalise goes down to Tegan's office in a badass white jacket. Might I add, honey, Annalise, ever since she done tried her case at the Supreme Court, baby, her hair been laid to the motherfucking side, honey. Her outfit's been, she better do this to us. She better give this to us, okay? She better give us something we can feel, honey. So she up in Tegan's office saying, Tegan, and don't get me wrong, and Ernestine look good, honey. Her hair, her updos be hitting, honey. Her updos is on point. Look like she up in there to handle business. And I'm not mad at her. I love to see a black woman walk into a sea of white people just like so confident in her own self. I'm up in here with my natural hair, honey. I'm wearing my high heels and my big earrings. I'm here for Steen. I don't know why I be calling her Tegan. Y'all know her name is Steen. Annalise goes to her office. She tells her, look, girl, Jorge killed the district attorney. Jorge killed, yeah, he the DA. Jorge killed the district attorney, girl. And he will kill you too, bitch. This shit ain't worth dying for. You ain't ready to jump ship, girl. And she like, will you find anything illegal yet? No, I haven't found nothing because there's nothing to find. She like, girl, you know damn well. Okay, it's something to find, sis. This shit ain't worth dying for. What is you gonna do? Tegan tells her, get out of my office right now. Any information between me and my client is attorney-client privilege, and get out. You get out right now. And so Annalise get up and leave. So Nate meets up with Bonnie and tells Bonnie that he also found, because when he went to that locker, he found the phone, Dominic's phone. That's what he found. And he found the hard drive. So when he meets up with Bonnie, he tells Bonnie that he found the files that Denver had on all of them. He says he destroyed them, but we know his ass ain't really destroyed them. And then we see Michaela Michaela and Annalise walking to the car. She's telling her, listen, he gonna tell, bitch. You need to go up there and see him, or we need to find his information because he gonna tell. But I know how to get him to shut up. Annalise says, what? She says, well, we can call ICE and we can get him deported. Annalise says, no, we not gonna send no gay man back to Pakistan. Like, girl, you about to ruin an innocent life. Think about what you doing. And she's like, I'm trying to save us. And she said, well, let me know whenever you start drinking a bottle of vodka and thinking about ways to off yourself, okay? And she's just like, well, listen, I'm trying to help. Girl, listen. She said, this path you on almost killed me, bitch, and you ain't me. I said, the shade, okay? Was everything to me. And then she tell her to go her ass back to the hospital and wait for her phone call. So Frank goes to Laurel and tells Laurel that he can't find nothing on the mama. Nobody said they seen her at the hotel. Nobody ain't talked to this bitch. They don't know where she at. Like, well, so you ain't find nothing? He's like, listen, Laurel, I love you either way, but you know, I need to know. I'm not looking for something I'm not gonna find. And she like, no, but you say you love me. Laurel is the most shittiest person on this whole show, honey. And she is always shifting and manipulating somebody else. Okay, I got a problem with Laurel ass. So Frank come over and Ashley still talking about how he's trying to find somebody on Tinder, child. And they like, look, obviously you want to forgive the girl, but you're trying to play like you hard or whatever. And he's like, I'm not mad about her having sex. I'm mad about her lying, trying to protect her image. Kind of tells the secret about him not dropping out of school. He flunks out of school. They done killed people, child, so we can get over this little bitty ass thing. So they all get over it, and you know, it's just a little moment. I guess I like kind of now. I guess. Because he got on my nerves for the whole damn show. And he still get on my nerves sometimes. But I'm glad he over this whole season of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Every 5 damn minutes, him and Michaela make me want to throw something at their ass, okay? Like, y'all done kill about 3-4 people at this point. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You can get all that. So Annalise goes down to Jorge's office and she has the hard drive. She also has some other information. And she's like, listen, I will give this to you. All you need to do is recant your testimony so your daughter can get her child back and we'll be done with it. He says, listen, my wife is missing. She said your ex-wife. Don't even pull it. So he's like, she's missing. And she's like, listen, stop trying to accuse Laurel stuff that she would never do. And he's like, clearly you don't know my daughter. And I, for one, believe his ass, okay? Because Laurel ass just seemed like she just shady to me. Then we flash to Laurel and Frank. Laurel tells Frank that she's sorry for calling him a sociopath. And he says, okay, Frank, I want better for you. Listen, I can't stand Laurel. And if they make this season more about her, next season more about her, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take that shit, y'all. I'm going to try my best, but I cannot with this bitch, okay? I cannot. Now, when Annalise and Jorge get into it, he said, you stole my daughter from me. You don't know what it's like. She said, I do know what it's like. And he like, you don't know nothing. Your baby was born dead. And then she said, you took Wes. You took Wes from me. I was like, girl, you better act, bitch. You better act. Listen, Annalise is everything. So she said, you took Wes from me. You snatched him from me. I do know what it feel like. And your daughter is lost to you. You lost her a long time ago. So sign the damn paper and so we can be over with it. I love how Annalise has gone to therapy and she stopped letting everybody blame her for all the they damn actions and problems. Okay? Hello, Annalise. I'm here for it. He did go down to the hospital. He told Laura that was all over. And then he asked her about her mama one more time. And she said she didn't know. They done asked you about your mama about 10 times on this episode, so I already knew something was popping. Something was happening. Laura will say he dead to her. And the mama too. When they're leaving out of the hospital is when Annalise said, hurry up, get out before he noticed. And that's when he gets arrested and goes to jail. While he's getting arrested, they flash back to Annalise talking to Tegan. And it turns out while Tegan was telling her to get out of the office, she was writing down on a piece of paper that she was in. Next thing you know, we see Tegan walking up in the FBI office, about to tell whatever she knows. She said her whistleblower status will be anonymous. So everything on the paper says Jane Doe, Jane Doe, Jane Doe. So she good. That black girl magic made that shit come together, right? So Oliver says Simon is going to see this on TV, y'all. He's going to tell. And Annalise says I already took care of him. Bonnie then says the DA decided to do it. They're going to drop all the charges against him as long as he signed a statement saying that he brought the gun into the job. Michaela says, wait a minute, y'all. I already took care of him. I called ICE and had his ass deported. Everybody is upset. I'm upset. I don't even mess with Simon like that, y'all. But I was like, dang, you ain't have to do that, Michaela. Like, y'all could have did this the right way. But Michaela did have a point. She said he would have held this over our head for the rest of our life. Y'all know this. You know this. So I saved us. So Annalise questions her in the kitchen and said, why did you do this? She said, well, the old Annalise would have did this. And she says, well, you know, we didn't have to do it like this. She said, well, listen, somebody had to step up and do what needed to be done to protect all of us that you ain't had a boss to do. And Annalise is looking at her like, bitch, what type of shit? You trying to be like me, so you always want to be like me, now you like me. And then Michaela says, no, I'm not like you. I'm like myself. Like I said, a evil hoe that I can't stand. Remember that. I don't mess with Michaela. Y'all already know that. Annalise then gets a phone call from Nate, and he says, she answered the phone. She like, I'm surprised you picked up the phone. I thought people would be blowing up your phone. And come to find out, she has won her Supreme Court case. So she go in the living room. They got the Supreme Court case playing on the TV, you know, the news about it or whatever. She's so excited about it. That means we got so many new cases to try next year, guys, next season. So that's going to be good. That's like a whole plethora of stories. Plus, Michaela going her ass down the rabbit hole, okay? So I'm all excited about that. The news people said that this has put her on the international stage, honey. I was like, come on, Annalise, you better be on the national stage. But that means everybody gonna be in your business, girl. So you got to watch yourself, because you know y'all be killing people, is all I'm trying to say. Okay, we can't have it. So Bonnie and Laurel talk about the baby. Bonnie tells her that she can stay there if she needs to stay there. And then Frank comes home and he tells them that he about to go do something and he don't have no clothes. He had his nice clothes on or something like that because the baby threw up on his clothes or something. So he goes on down to the college, because we all know that Frank is one of the people who the people made fun of for being smart in elementary school. So he got to hide the fact that he's smart as hell. He passed the LSAT a long ass time ago. And he want to go to law school and be a lawyer just like all the rest of them. But I digress. He goes down to the school and gets a little campus thing. You know, he walk around and looking, and then he sees this young man standing in the line. This young man's name is Gabriel something that started with the M. Apparently, these are one, and at the same time, Nate is looking through the files that he said he threw away, but he kept them hoes. He was looking through them, and he's looking through Bonnie file. I like how he just skipped all over the criminal record. I was like, you better skip over that shit, knowing you be helping them doing crimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? He looks at Laura's file and pans down to the bottom and says child alive. So, you know, we all know Bonnie had a baby. We don't know if the baby lived, died, or whatever, because she don't know what happened to the baby. Now, I want to say, I didn't see the black, you know, I didn't know that she was raped by a black man. I know she was raped by several different men, though. So it could possibly be. So anyway, he see this boy flirting with the girl or whatever, real cute, and he gives his name. And he calls Nate. He calls somebody on the phone. At the same time, Annalise is doing an interview with a podcast, basically saying that, you know, she did this because she wanted to give people hope. She wants to give people a second chance. And, you know, when we look at people in the world that's made mistakes, or so basically saying that, you know, just because you're a criminal don't mean you're a horrible person. People make mistakes, and some of those people are innocent. So, you know, now these people will at least get a chance to defend themselves properly like they should have had the first time around. So also at this time, we have Michaela. She goes over to Connor's house. Connor is writing a letter trying to get himself back in school, because Annalise is going on about people giving people second chances. So this is the perfect scene for that. He opens the door to Michaela, and, you know, he like, you don't have no friends. And, you know, he said he lied about some shit too, so, you know, he forgive her. She said, Oliver not gonna be mad. Oliver is not here. Where's Oliver? He's with Asher at Wes's old apartment. So now Asher ass gonna be living in an apartment while Laurel is over there living with Bonnie and Frank. Child, I cannot with these revolving the musical chairs ass people, okay? While they're there, Oliver asks Asher to be his best man in the wedding. He says yes, and so they give each other a big hug. That's nice. Meanwhile, Bonnie is sitting in her office, and she on like a Tinder type app. She's swiping. And guess who she see? She see Dexter. I think his name is Ronald or something like that. But she see Dexter, and Dexter, you know, she like his little picture. And when she like you, you know how I tell you he like you too. So when she said that she dropped that phone, I would probably do the exact same thing. You'd be like, oh shit, I didn't mean, oh God. Now that mean I gotta, oh my God. Now that mean I gotta talk to him. I didn't really want to talk. And then he sees her in the office, because you know he got the little alert on his phone. And he look at the alert and he like, you know what's up? And she like, I said, Bonnie, get you some dick. Get you some, Bonnie. Get some for me, girl. But I still don't trust his ass, though. We got to watch him, because he was loyal to them, so we got to watch that. But you know what? Gonna get you something till you find out, sis. I ain't even mad at you. So during this, in the middle of all this montage, we flash back to Frank at school, and he does hear the boy say his name is Gabriel Maddox. Then we going over to Jorge. Jorge is in the jail looking sad because, you know, he about to be locked up. They won't let him out. no. They won't let him out, no. They won't let him out of jail, y'all. So he gonna be locked up while his crazy ass daughter, child, listen, I'm about to tell y'all about, listen. Laurel crazy as shit. So Annalise comes over to Bonnie's house and she goes in there to see the baby, Christopher, and she picks him up and tells Laurel she can go take a shower, you know, to relax herself. So she rocking the baby. Little boy, little girl. Yes, ma'am. Well, did you go downtown? Yes, ma'am. Y'all. So when she was singing a little song to him, Laurel went to the shower and take her shower and she takes off her clothes and she has scratches on her arm. That's why you got scratches on your arm. Fuck you been doing? Did you kill your mama? I have questions I need to know, okay? So I really feel like Jorge was putting us up on game, letting us know his daughter is crazy as the role is. And then the last scene we see is Frank back at the school. He on the phone with somebody. We don't know who it is. And he says, oh my God, we got another problem. Her kid has showed up. So we don't know if this Bonnie kid, they're making us think it's Bonnie kid, y'all. But we never know who the kid could be. I'm going to go with Bonnie for right now because we know Annalise's baby was dead, y'all. It was dead. She took a picture with the dead baby in her arms, so it can't be Annalise's baby. Okay, so it got to be Bonnie baby. She the only one old enough to have a grown child. Okay, I understand she had a baby when she was a teenager, so she was 14, so it makes sense for him to be a grown person right now. That would make her in her mid-30s. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm going with the Bonnie storyline. It will be interesting to see how this plays out next season. We end with Annalise rocking the baby in the chair. And we black and our How to Get Away with Murder sign flashes across the screen. Now, I think this season was a good season. I love how they had to break everybody apart and brought them all back together. I love how nobody died this season. I love how the whole season wasn't wrapped up in the misery of everybody. I'm glad we got away from that. I'm glad the whole Supreme Court case came in. It was the perfect way to bring How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal together. And it was the perfect way to bring some happiness, okay, to the show. To have something good happen at the end of the season instead of something freaking horrible to happen at the end of the scene. I don't care about Michaela and Asher. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. I like Asher, and I want better for him. But I also feel like him and Michaela just don't need to be together. So, you know... And Michaela just gets on my nerves, just in general, okay? Connor, maybe he got his hair cut and he got rid of all that foolishness because all that catty, crazy stuff he was doing, he done changed all 3 seasons. The first season, he was like, woo, woo, let's kill everybody. You know, I'm crazy. The second season, he was paranoid as hell. The third season, he was paranoid as hell. He was getting on my damn nerves, okay? And now the fourth season, he wanted to kill somebody for half the season, okay? And falling out of getting out of school and all that. Child, we ain't got time for all of that. We glad he back on track. Oliver is good when he just on the computer. Be on the computer, Oliver, and we good. Stay your ass on the computer. That's what we want you to be next season, okay? Asher is cool when he happy, but when he's not happy, he's a drag. Okay, he's a douchebag. We know Michaela cheated on you. We all know that, but they all hang out together and don't nobody want to hear your ass complain about it all day. Go home, cry in the car, whatever you need to do. Annalise, her hair was laid for the guys. Her outfits were laid for the guys. She knew what she was doing. She handled her business. She knew she had to get away from them hoes at the beginning of the semester. At the beginning of the season, she had to get away from them hoes and let them be independent and live life without them and let them feel like what it is to not have the protections of Annalise. And they can't even do that. They still out here killing people away from her. And she still had to come save their ass. Hello? They better not ever come out their mouth and be calling Annalise no names no more. Because she done saved y'all ass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. While you out here running over people and accidentally shooting people and shit. Get y'all life together. So all in all, I thought it was a great season. How to Get Away with Murder gets better and better and friggin' better every year. So I want to hear your thoughts about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, I apologize for the video being so late. I am busy. Okay, I'm saying this because I want y'all to understand I'm not doing it on purpose. I am busy. Okay, I still haven't even watched Assassination of Gianni Versace, and I'm about to watch that right now, and I'm going to do that review in the morning. So I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.